Richard the Dick Coughlin 666. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Those of you who've been with me for a while will have no doubt have all got your favourite moment of catastrophic collapse. You know, just an absolute breakdown in the structure, the visible nature of the human being in question, and just at every single aspect of a human's belief system and argument destroyed simply by allowing to let them talk, allowing them to speak, until they just tie themselves in knots and end up asphyxie-wanking themselves on their own fucking front door. There's nothing more wonderfully satisfying than to watch these people fuck themselves up without you actually having to do anything. I'm going to present what is possibly my favourite. He's actually a religious apologist, Catholic religious apologist, called Michael Voritz. He has a website called realcatholics.tv or something like that. And he has a YouTube channel called Real Catholics TV. I don't know if it's the TV that's real or it's the Catholics. And it's called When Liberals Attack. Oh no, sir. This is when Catholic apologists commit suicide. I think I'll change it again. I don't know if he just... he's got that look where, you know, it's a smile, but it's the kind of smile you would have expected, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer to give you before you ended up in his fucking fridge.
Hello everyone, and welcome to The Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed.
Lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that's what you're doing, Mike. I think we should... I'm going to start off the exposing the lies and the falsehoods by mentioning your fucking wig, mate. When you saw him, did anyone not think, today? Oh, I mean, either that or you've got a squirrel fucking laying down here. Did a bird's nest fall out of a tree on your way to work and you didn't notice? The top of your head looks like a mammoth's bollock. Right? And it better be a wig, because I'll be buggered if you're going to stand there looking like that and argue in favour of an intelligent designer.
I'm Michael Voritz. So a war has broken out among Catholics.
Really? They're doing it themselves now? Would they run out of Protestants to fucking harass, did they?
Over the issue of the Bishops' Conference scandal of funding groups that are pro-abortion and pro-same-sex marriage.
The Conference of Catholic... Does that sound a little bit fucking dodgy? Welcome to the Conference of Catholic Bishops. One of the first rules of the Conference of Catholic Bishops is we will not tolerate infighting. Yes, do not bash the bishop.
Not to mention pro-contraception, pro-euthanasia, pro-population control.
Pro-population control? That sounds ever so slightly euphemistically sinister, doesn't it? I mean, so you're against population control? Being like, you know, one of the biggest, the most popular denomination of of Christian church in the world. You know, in the Catholic Church, you ain't into control, are you? You just say, oh, everyone fuck shag, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, just do it, you know.
In the latest issue of U.S. Catholic...
It's a great publication, I get it every month, it's brilliant.
Which is not really very U.S. and hardly Catholic.
Yeah, that's because you made the mistake I did, probably, Mike. You know, if you think it stands for United States Catholic, no, the U.S. stands for underage sex.
An editorial attacks Catholic convert Diehl Hudson for his stand on the Bishops' Conference scandal. His stand? Simple. Stop funding groups that support abortion and the above-mentioned ills.
Is anyone wondering about this little thing he has where he has the words he's saying pop up next to him?
That seems pretty simple.
Yeah, I think we could fucking freeze that right there. That image right there. That is your life right there, mate. That is your eulogy. You are summed up in an instant in that fucking... in that one screen capture right there. But I think you're distracting people from something. I think you're using these to try and make people lose focus on something. And I think I know what it is. Hold on.
But, oh no!
Oh yes!
The staff at U.S. Catholic feels it necessary to bring up the fact that Hudson has a long history with the Republican Party and is a committed political conservative. In fact, in an audacious claim, the rag seeks to suggest that the whole business of pointing out the Bishops' Conference scandal is nothing more than partisan politics.
It's pointing out the truth, ain't it? I'm sorry if sometimes reality has that bias. Partisan politics is not being fair to both sides in terms of, not sort of showing your allegiance. Bipartisan politics is meant to be about, making sure you listen to both sides and picking the one option that you feel is actually genuinely the most sensible.
Allow me to quote them. Quote, "This is about politics, pure and simple, not correct interpretation of church teaching," end quote.
Yep. Fair play to them, yeah.
Well, they're half right.
No, they're half right and half left.
The funding scandal at the Bishops' Conference is all about politics, the funding of Democratic Party initiatives, that is.
So it's all about politics, so they were right, yeah.
The editorial takes a high and mighty tone.
And you're criticising him or congratulating him for this?
Not surprising for a liberal writer in a liberal magazine spouting a liberal point of view.
Well, what did you expect to see from a liberal writer in a liberal magazine? Would you expect him to go, "I think all gays should be killed"?
The logical fallacy is made and defended and repeated.
The logical fallacy? What logical fallacy is this? I can't seem to notice it. Is this a new one? Is this the lesser known logical the argument from disagreeing with me makes you a prick argument? And coming from a guy, and plus you shouldn't really be in a position to criticise people using logical fallacies based on the fact that your channel is called Real Catholics TV. So your entire channel, your entire website, your entire business and life is based on the principle of a logical fallacy.
That the sanctity of life is just one issue and not the most important issue.
No, it's one issue. It could be the most or the least important. It could be, which it should be, and I hope it continues to be, a non-issue.
Hey, U.S. Catholic, here's a shout out for you. Try to understand this. Now try real hard.
He really makes you want to sort of go on his side. He's got such empathy and warmth, hasn't he?
If someone isn't allowed to live, their rights to housing or health care really don't matter.
You can't really argue with that, can you? That is true. Housing? You've got a picture of a fetus there? I mean, I'm not a parent. I've never had it, and I've probably lost touch, but I don't seem to. I'm pretty sure that, when kids are born, the first thing that goes through their mind is, right, property ladder. I need to get an endowment policy.
Got it? See if you can repeat that.
Oh, just shove it up your ass.
It's just plain old stupid.
Yes, again.
The party that supports abortion, murdering children in the womb, just in case you forgot what that is.
Don't have much credit for your audience. Why do you put those fucking captions next to the words you're saying? It's obvious that no one who watches your show on a regular basis can fucking read. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment I was referring to is about to come up. Just prepare yourself. It might not be blaring obvious. It's not what he says. It's what's happening on the screen. Just focus, relax, and prepare yourselves to see if you can spot what happens now.
The Bishops' Conference has been in bed with these killers.
Right. Just in case you missed it, here it is again.
The Bishops' Conference has been in bed with these killers.
Now, I don't know if you noticed something there, but he said the Catholic Bishops' Conference is in bed with, and then a fetus appears on the right. So what you've got here is a man saying the Catholic bishops are in bed with, and the immediate thought you have afterwards is the image. He's even put the baby underneath the bishops. The bishops are on top of the children, and the bishops are in bed with some. You cannot make a mistake that fucking stupid, can you? No. How have you managed this? This is just too perfect. You've left the people with an image in their head of Catholic bishops fucking kids. How did you do that?
Democrats. support and advance the killing.
And your video has done nothing but make me feel that it's not advanced enough. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm done at this point. I feel the level of fucktarderology that these people are capable of pulling off. The bar has been raised. The bar ain't even there anymore. The bar don't exist. That was the most unsubtle power of suggestion I've ever seen. I've been doing a bit of research into Mike Voritz. If you type Mike Voritz into Google, one of the predicted searches is toupee. And I have to say this, and people might think I'm sort of maybe using this as a bad comparison, but I think it's a valid point. Do you expect me to accept your ideas that abortion is wrong because it's mankind interfering with God's plan, and you've got a wig? Because who made you bald, Mike? Can God make a failure so epic that he cannot possibly pull it off? It's been answered today by Mike Voritz. Ladies and gentlemen, Rooster Dick Coffin 66. Good night. May God bless. And Mike, we shall meet again.
The Bishops' Conference has been in bed with these killers.
Yeah.